Hey, so I've been getting some questions about my realignment course, and I thought I'd create a video to answer all the frequently asked questions, and let's dive into it. So the first question I've been getting is, how long do I have access to the course? The realignment is an 8-week, 8-module course. You get access to a new module each week. However, once you join, and if you're joining this right now, you're getting the founding member rate. So you're getting the lowest rate it'll ever be. And once you join, you have access ongoing. So I don't know how long I'll live or whatever that, but for the foreseeable future, you will have access. And if at any point I need to close down the course or delete it or whatever it is, I'll give you a heads up so you can download all the modules. So you buy it once and it is good as golden. It's yours. The thing I really love about this is because this specific work with the realignment is really super juicy to do like every 6 months, every year, even every quarter, because the more you do it, the less intensive it will be, because it will go from the first time you're going to do the realignment, it's going to be probably some really, really, really big shifts. And then once you're pretty much aligned, it'll be a process of tweaking. It probably won't be quite as intense again unless you wait a really long time and then do it again. But either way, you'll have it onwards to have, to play with, and also the Facebook group. So we're going to be talking about kind of what's going on live in the Facebook group as well. But that will also be open, ongoing, so you can share it as more people join the realignment in later launches, as well as, when you're re-upping your realignment, you can shout out to your friends in the realignment and see if anybody wants to do it with you. So you have a buddy. Now that kind of brings me to the next question is, what happens if you're traveling for the first couple weeks after we cut off, or that like in the next 8 weeks you have just some crazy weeks, you might not be able to show up on time for all of the modules as they drop. So literally this is totally do at your own pace. Do not worry. I'm going to be dropping the modules. We'll be talking about it, kind of like, conversing in the Facebook group kind of about what's going on with the modules. But you can enter at any point. So if you miss the first 2 weeks and then you jump in at week 3 and, start doing the work from week 1, I got news for you. I'm sure you will not be the only one. This work is cumulative, and a lot of times, you might be on week 3 doing some tweaks on that and still working on your work from week 1. So do not worry. And again, like I was just saying, you have this ongoing. So if you get in now, you lock it in, and then you can always come back and redo it whenever it fits your schedule. So it's super flexible like that. The last question that I think is also really important, and I understand, is what's the difference between the process and the realignment? If you've been around me, you know about the process, which is my signature manifestation course. The process is really my intensive year-long manifestation process. I'm going through everything between, your divine design, your fear clearing, quantum embodiment, connecting to your guides, like all levels of manifestation, spirituality. It's very intensive. And it's also a bigger investment. It's a bigger investment financially. It's a bigger investment of your time. We have twice a month Zoom calls. It's a lot of, it's an intensive process. It has some incredibly epic results. The realignment also, I think you're going to have some incredibly epic results. It's a much more focused, condensed 8 weeks, really focusing on alignment in every pillar of your life. So we're going into each area of your life. We're looking at that vision, and we're shifting your current earthly reality in a lot of practical ways as well to meet it energetically. So they are different. They both complement each other. So a lot of people that are in the process are also doing the realignment, and I bet a lot of people that do the realignment will eventually do the process. It's very complementary work if you are someone who is into conscious lifestyle design, is into manifesting, and understands the metaphysics and the energetics at play here. Once again, the realignment also is a much more affordable, I think, entry point if you're someone that is new to my work as well. It's also a great deep dive into this one specific area of alignment, which connects, I think, a little bit more with the quantum embodiment module of the process. But the process goes far and wide, whereas the realignment is really, really focused on this one aspect um, that we can use to shift our frequency and consciously design our life and yeah, and align it. Really, that's what it is. It's focused on alignment. So they're both really powerful. They're both really different. They both totally come. Excuse me. And they both totally complement each other. Um, and yeah, so I would just trust your intuition. If you're feeling called to dive into the realignment, to see what it's like to explore this more focused 8-week approach to this one aspect of manifesting, um, do it. It's gonna be epic. Honestly, I've been doing it for 10 years. Every time I do it, I see shifts and manifestations and epic things happening in my life. So I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to, be a part of the group as we walk through all of these different modules and go through the different areas of our life. It is super juicy. And I think if you're someone that hasn't joined the process yet, I think it'll give you a good idea of kind of what I teach, like my style being in my containers, and it'll make it really clear to you if the process is your next step. And you'll meet some of the process members in it, because I know that a bunch of them have already decided to join. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, feel free to leave them below. I'm here for you. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can email us at assistant@CassandraBodzak, and we're here. I hope to see you inside.